What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Glitter and Garbage. I'm Justine Marino, joined by Daniel Webb.
Hi.
And Blair. She's here.
Blair is here again.
She's here again. We're so lucky. She graced us with her presence.
I feel lucky when Blair's here.
I do too. She's a real Carol Potter fan.
We did. Potter's been Potter number one.
She's Potter's number one fan.
We didn't talk about New Year's, but my New Year's resolution is to see more Blair.
Oh, I can make that happen.
More Blair this year.
I love more Blair, always. You guys, we're doing episode 14, East Side Story is the title. Again,
Even that's a stretch.
But it's also, everything's so on the nose with them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You know exactly what the episode's going to be
Exactly.
about.
Exactly.
There is a dance number.
Exactly. So Brandon's riding his bike home, and there is a song playing. I just want to play it just to give you an indication of what the episode is going to be like. This made me laugh so hard. Okay, that's the
Here's
end of it.
mine.
Oh, that's
the
in
same?
the beginning.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
You do yours.
Yes.
Because that's not... That's just soundtrack.
instrumental.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
they
yes.
didn't need to clear that. But that's so funny. But yes, this is we're gonna get a version of a West Side Story.
Yes. At West Beverly.
At West Beverly, but it's an East Side Story, and Brandon is learning about East Hollywood this episode.
For the very first time. Welcome to my side of town.
Exactly. He gets home from riding his bike. Anna is back. Anna, the assistant.
She's never around, and then she's all of a sudden everywhere.
And then they're like, oh, she's here all the time.
Yeah, she's there. We can't miss her. We love her work. But
Yeah.
she's there having a serious conversation with a strange man.
A strange man, a mysterious man.
I thought someone died.
I did too. I mean, Cindy and Jim look very concerned.
Yes, there's a lot. My favorite kind of acting is miming.
Oh, me too. Yeah, there was a lot of like, oh.
That's my favorite kind of acting.
Yeah, no, it was very good mime acting. He goes up to Brenda and is like, Brenda, what's going on? And she's like, Mom and Dad are having a party. He has a new client, Chick. What's the guy's name?
What's his last name?
Chick. I wrote it down.
It's
Something
good.
with an SH.
A Chick is a great name for a guy.
Yeah, I love it.
I was into it. The actor they chose was not Chick.
No,
that
that
not
wasn't
the guy.
Chick. That wasn't Chick.
But
Like Chick Schaefer.
yeah,
or
his last
something?
name doesn't sound very fashionable.
Yeah.
But, yes, they're having a party because he's Jim's new client.
He's Jim's new client, and he's giving a bunch of free clothes away. This was like PR lists before that was a thing.
Totally. Well, they're just passing this catalog around.
I know, but also I love it's beachwear. She goes, he makes beachwear. He makes those really cool wipeout pants Dylan always wears.
Yeah.
But then we see the clothing and it's sweaters. It's all sweaters. This beach collection is full of sweaters.
Winter wear.
Winter wear, the beach winter wear.
Also, I don't think I've ever seen Dylan in shorts.
No.
Right? He's in those damn suspenders.
Yeah.
Overalls, I mean.
Yeah.
But,
He was in a wetsuit at one point,
right.
but never like shorts.
And I've never seen him in a sweater.
Well, but
Controversial.
he wears a very bright and loud shirt this episode.
I liked it.
I did too.
I really liked it.
But it's funny because as soon as he came on screen with it, I was like, that looks like something from Steve's wardrobe. And then Steve goes, I ordered that one as well.
Shut up, really? Steve has, I didn't get it at the time, but I do like Steve's wardrobe, generally
I like Steve's
speaking.
style. And when I talked to Ian about it, he said that they had some say in their wardrobe.
Interesting.
Yeah, which I
So
think is cool.
He was a silk shirt kind of guy.
I love that. But
That was a
now
look.
he's like, why did I button it to the top? I thought it was cool.
So I agree. At the time, I thought it was Nerd City, but now I see it as like high fashion.
It's very high fashion
that
and
button
very
all the way to
cool.
the top. Maybe I should.
So basically, Brenda and Brandon come downstairs to see what's going on. And Jim and Cindy are like, Anna's niece, Carla Montez, is... she goes to school. She's a straight A student, but there are a lot of gangs and there's a lot of danger at her school. So she's going to start going to West Beverly and use our address.
A crime.
A crime. And they're
We're
like,
trying to get her away from this criminal life by committing a crime. We don't want her around these gang members and all these people breaking the law, so we'll break the law.
To get her away.
To teach her a lesson.
Exactly. That's so funny.
That's what I thought immediately.
That's hilarious. Well, they're like, are you okay with it? And the kids are like, I guess, yeah, sure.
Who gives a fuck what the kids think?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, why are the kids having any say?
Any say. That's too much power.
That is too much. I mean, that's classic Jim and Cindy, though.
Welcome to the world we live in now.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So then they get to school, and Brandon runs into Carla, who, spoiler alert,
is hot,
and she is going to be one of Brandon's brunettes. She's going to be a notch on the old Brandon's brunettes belt.
They all look alike.
They all are like 5'2" to 5'4".
They have that maroon lip.
Yes,
petite
brunettes.
You know, you kind of have that lip.
Thank you. I do like to think of myself as a Brandon's brunette.
You could, honestly. Here's your challenge. We're gonna curl your hair.
Okay.
Like that floppy curl.
Yes.
We'll comb your bang into the hair.
Yes.
So you get the full flop.
Yes, I'll get the flop.
That's gonna be your look.
Yes.
You need to appear as a brand. I mean, this is killer.
No, thank you. I do need to lean more into.
But the template is that hairspray curly hair.
The Brandon's brunette.
Boy, she really. What is she? The third?
Okay, so we had the girl in the first episode. We had the.
Honestly, my favorite.
I loved her so much.
Yeah.
Baby mama.
Yes.
This
girl.
Were there any others?
No, there was the Goonie girl who he just said hello to.
Okay, right. His fan.
Blessed her with his appearance.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's 4.
4.
In 14 episodes.
And now we're going to get, it's going to ramp up. Get ready. I can think of at least 3 to 4 more.
It wasn't
Brandon's brunettes.
Yeah, they don't leapfrog at every episode.
And we're bearing the lead. Brenda is Brendan's bottom bitch brunette.
Bitch number 1.
She is his top bitch.
Number 1 bang.
Okay, so Brandon meets Carla at school. All the guys are looking. Dylan checks out Carla so hard right in front of Brenda.
Yes.
Huge red flag, Bren.
Especially now that we know what happened with him and Kelly.
Yes.
Why didn't Dylan tell? Okay, on last episode, why didn't Dylan tell Brenda?
Great question.
What Kelly did?
I feel like Dylan, if I had been there, like, do you want to reenact like what that conversation?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so I'll be Kelly, you be Dylan. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, let me do her voice. It's like really baby voice. It's like, oh, Dylan, I was just thinking maybe we could like go to the beach or go to Malibu.
Kel, you know I'm with Bran now.
Yeah, but did you say Bran or Bran? I don't know. I don't know who you're with. Which Walsh are you with?
When I have my eyes open, it's Brenda, but when my eyes are closed, it's Bran.
Okay, but I was thinking maybe you could just like.
Kel, I told you I'm with Bran now.
But I have a red bedroom, and you know what that means.
Kel, can I borrow one of Steve's satin shirts? I'm going to Floodlights.
Absolutely. Okay, hit me up in 1.5 years, and we'll do it all again.
I'll see you season 3.
Okay, great.
I was trying to do the vocal fry.
No, it was good.
But I think I aged him.
No, it was. I mean,
he aged himself.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have had my eyebrows up so you could see my wrinkles.
Oh no.
Aww. That wasn't method acting.
No, it's good. You're good. You're doing your own version. I felt him.
Was that too real?
That so funny.
Oh, that was too real.
That's so good. Okay, so basically, Brandon though spots Carla and is like, "I'm Brandon Walsh," and he's immediately infatuated.
He's pushy.
He's so pushy.
I don't like it.
This whole episode, she is clearly giving him signs that she's not into him.
Why is she in the newsroom to begin with? Is she there for an assignment from Andrea or like a class? Or?
I don't know. I think, she just wanders in.
Yeah. And Andrea, the ultimate cockblock, does try to interject with like an assignment or something.
Of course. She's always giving everyone assignments.
But Brandon is nosy and pushy. And this girl, honestly, throughout the episode is telling him to fuck off.
Yeah. The whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his fucking Midwest values kick in and he has to help.
He has to help. Even though she's not asking. She's like, hey, I'm happy. I don't need your help. So they go into the newsroom. Brandon's like, and then Brandon goes out with Carla and is like, goes out of the newsroom with Carla and is like, oh, just so you know, you might fall behind here. It's a really hard school. And then cut to the montage of Carla just crushing in every class. She is schooling everyone. They're in French together, which Brandon was in Spanish at the beginning of the year. Maybe he switched classes.
Hey, that's right.
He's
well,
like,
they had to fire that teacher.
Yeah. Also, he's like, Brenda's going to Paris, so I should probably keep up so I can compete with her French boyfriends.
I will say the one thing about her hallway acting, walking while moving and acting, was immaculate.
So good
for her first and only appearance.
Of course, it's very good. And then he goes, oh, after we see the montage, he's like, oh, you're really smart. She's like, well, I want to get into a good college. He's like, you'll have no problem getting a scholarship. And she's like, oh, what? So I have to get a scholarship to be able to go to college? And then Brandon gets defensive and is like, hey, I'm basically poor too. I would need assistance as well.
He's equating, well, first of all, he's generalizing.
Yes, he is.
He's assuming her race,
exactly,
nationality, and zip code.
And financial situation.
Even her level of intelligence.
And she completely calls him out on all of that. She is a bad bitch.
But because he's a man, he can't hear her.
No.
Because she's a woman.
No.
Speaking.
And then he's like, no, exactly. Yeah. And then he's like, I have to go to work in 30 minutes. And she's like,
she doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, you work. She's like, oh my God, you work. And then she's kind of opening. She and Andrea, I just love the writers are like, anyone who goes to Beverly Hills High and is not as well off as the other kids, they are so turned on by work.
Well, a work ethic.
A work ethic.
The other thing is the writers really play with some Spanglish in this whole thing. And this is the first of many where she goes, see you later, muchacho.
Yeah.
But she only says that once she finds out that he's employed.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that he may blur some sort of racial line.
Yes. So then they go to the Peach Pit.
Yes.
They're picking out fits from the catalog.
Oh, the catalog is being passed around.
It's being passed around. They invite Carla. She's like, I'll take one of everything. Kelly's like,
our kind of girl.
Yeah, but not before she says, doesn't she work for your maid? First of all, Kelly, Anna is an assistant, okay? Anna is not a maid. She is Cindy's assistant. Cindy is a housewife who spends her time in the kitchen and needs an assistant.
Hold on. And also, in this episode, Anna has never spoken more English in her life than in this episode.
Yeah, Anna.
Suddenly, she's fucking fluent.
That's so true.
Very
Anna
visible.
did not know English at the beginning.
Nah.
They couldn't communicate.
And now she is lucid, fluid. She's going back and forth between languages.
Bilingual.
Yes, Suddenly.
And Carla's trilingual with the French.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, most bilingual families can speak other languages.
Yeah.
It's easy for them to learn, which the Walshes are not.
No, they're not. I will say I took Spanish 3 years, and then when I switched to French, like as my elective my senior year, it was very easy to pick up because they're similar.
Well, I will say I took Spanish for like 4 years in high school and failed, but it wasn't until I worked in a kitchen and was bullied within an inch of my life that I had to learn Spanish to defend myself.
Oh, good.
Yeah. No hoto aquí, amigos.
Good for you.
No hotos aquí.
What does that mean?
No faggots here.
Oh.
You can bleep all that if you need to.
I love it. No, it's good. It's so funny. You're like learning what you're like, oh, what are they?
Me. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah. That was pre-Google, people.
Oh my God. Yeah, exactly. Back then, you would just not know.
You had to go to your mom's assistant and say, Anna, what does hoto mean?
Everyone's mom had an assistant. Oh my God. Wait, also at the Peach Pit, Steve flat out calls Nat ugly.
So mean.
Like,
he's
what?
ugly, but his food is good.
Like, what are you talking about?
And he says it to Nat's ugly face.
But also, he doesn't say, like, just kidding.
No, he just says
He's just like, he's ugly.
And, okay, so they are mysterious about Carla's, like, background.
And, like, why she's attending West Beverly.
Who is who? Carla, I mean, they don't really spell it out to the Walsh kids.
No, but Carla gets dropped off. Brandon drives her home through East LA. The music is once again very...
This is the music I wanted to play
it.
Because I wasn't trying to call anybody racist, but this is racist.
Yeah, I mean...
She drives him to East LA.
They go through East LA and he's like, I don't get to East LA much.
Well... And he's about to.
Yeah, no, he's it. And then.
Those sound effects. So fucking. A wagon being pulled in the background?
Well, of course, it's the people all trying to hop in to go to work or get home from work.
Is this a New York subway? I'm waiting and someone's playing a wooden flute while I wait for the tube?
It's crazy.
I thought that was so insulting.
No, it was. That's why I was shocked. A lot of the music choices were very insulting.
But they do show a truck bed full of migrant workers jumping off, which I do think is relevant nowadays.
It's ahead of its time.
But that's the only part of this whole episode I liked.
Well, And then he's like, what are they doing? Like, Brandon's just, for someone who's such a social justice warrior, he does not know shit. He clearly doesn't read the news.
No.
He doesn't do any research.
He's never been in East LA.
Yeah, exactly.
He's never been outside of Beverly Hills 90210.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, they all, they're all going to work. How do you think your pools and tennis courts get built? And Brandon starts thinking to himself.
Honest statement. Yeah, exactly. Even though they don't have a pool.
Yeah. Exactly. They don't have a pool or a tennis court.
They live a simple life.
They do.
But he, again, is like pushy. This is her world. He's like, explain it to me. What is this? What's wrong with all this?
Yeah, Brandon's kind of the worst in this.
But it is his best hair.
Oh, great hair.
He has great hair through the whole episode.
And I want to say in the last episode, Trina, when they were making out, was like, Brandon, you have amazing hair.
I'm
and
total
I was like,
Trina.
Thank God.
Someone finally said it.
I was like, thank God something was finally addressed about Brandon's hair.
It's so thick. Is that what she said?
Thick. And I'm like, this bitch gets it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Team Trina.
Brandon drops her off. The guy is there that we don't know his relationship.
Oh
right?
yeah, the mysterious guy, the agent.
Richard.
Yeah.
Richard.
Yeah.
And then she gets home. She's like, sorry, I'm late. And he's like, you better be careful.
There's a warning.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, this is mysterious. What's going on?
But still no clues.
Then he gets home. Brenda's like, everyone's talking about how every girl you meet becomes your one true love. And he's like, what about Andrea? Poor Andrea.
They really shit on her.
They do.
And it doesn't stop.
It doesn't.
Like,
no, it never stops.
This whole episode is just like, I don't know. I feel like she's just the puppy in the background.
She is. But in Andrea also, like, later is like, I looked into Carla's file. Like, she's so fucking nosy.
That's the thing. Well, and it's for her own selfish reasons.
It is. But also it's for multiple selfish reasons, because it's also because she wants to cockblock Brandon.
Yeah, exactly. See, she's a Brenda. Andrea's a Brenda.
Cindy is going over the party details with Anna while learning how to pronounce tapas. She's like, and tapas?
She's like, finger foods, bitch. It means finger
exactly.
foods.
She's like, tapas are very popular at a lot of restaurants.
And you've said that word before. All those words tapas? She has said, guacamole, she has said before.
Yeah, she's like, it's like she...
My other favorite part is she's like, when Donna later at the party is like, I've never had tacos like this before. And fucking Carla's like, that's because they're flautas.
Exactly.
Like,
I know. I wrote that down too.
Oh, you did?
I know. I love that we note all the same things. But it's like they're really the writers are really like, these are white people who have never been around other cultures.
It's fucking like Hispanic Heritage Month on Beverly Hills 90210.
No,
that's what it feels like.
That is what it feels like.
Where like the hallways at the school are festooned with like Dia de los Muertos skulls.
Yes.
It's that vibe.
Meanwhile, at school, with the halls decorated, David is trying to book MC Hammer for the homecoming dance.
Who was a hot ticket in that time.
Oh my God, Hammer Pants?
But he's literally just calling the landline, right? He's just making house calls.
And live on the air to the student body.
Which is not the way to book
MC Hammer.
A Grammy winner. A future bankrupt Grammy winner.
No, it is not.
But I will say, like, Hammer was it in those days.
Oh, he was.
Do you remember the Addams Family song? He's on the soundtrack to the Addams Family movie.
Wait, how did it go?
Addams Groove.
Oh my God.
They do what they want to do, say what they want to say, live how they want to live, play how they want to play. That song.
Oh my God. So when we did Funny Dance Show, we were originally going to do all these opening numbers because that's what we did for the live show. And we did one opening number that was to MC Hammer, Can't Touch This, and it was a Handmaid's Tale theme. So we came out in Handmaid's. It got cut, but it was so badass.
Wait, does that exist somewhere though?
I mean, it's probably been deleted, but it didn't even air. They cut it, but
that's so relevant.
We came out and did Can't Touch This.
Oh, that's funny.
In Handmaids, it started out with like Handmaid sounding music, and then it cuts into Can't Touch This, and the dance was very hard. Allison Holker choreographed it, and she acted like we were professional dancers, which I appreciate, but
took it seriously.
Very, very hard.
I had MC Hammer on cassette, and I had a trampoline, and I had choreographed a whole routine. Do you remember the song "Pray"? That's why we pray, just to make it today.
Yes,
that song. I had a whole routine because on a trampoline you can drop down on your knees in a praying motion, right? You jump up and you land and you pray.
Praying was big back then, like a prayer.
It was that vibe. Yeah,
that's my favorite song of all time.
Mine was not of any religious affiliation. Mine was strictly for like musical iconography.
Got it.
Things like that.
Trampoline.
Yeah, I had fucking
trampography.
Yeah, trampography. We had like a prayer on Single Man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I believe that.
Okay. So as we said, Andrea has been investigating. She's like, I happened to be in the office and Carla's file was there and I happened to see, Brandon, that your address was on it. If she gets caught, I'm going to get kicked out too. Like,
boom. That.
So self-centered. But also, Andrea, we know you're saying this because you also want, more than anything, want to fuck Brandon.
But how on earth could she get caught? I don't understand how there could be a whole, she goes, it could, what does she say? It could cause a whole chain of events or something like that. Something along those lines. What butterfly effect is this going to do on her fucking life that she's going to have to finish high school in the Valley?
Exactly.
I just don't understand that leap.
Exactly.
She's too... Well, maybe she's been consulting the Ouija board.
Oh, maybe that's
and the future, her ghost grandmother has told her something.
She knows.
I was very turned off by this behavior of Andrea's.
I was too. And then at the end, she goes, do you know what her GPA is?
Oh, I didn't miss that. I missed that part.
She goes,
no.
I have one more question. And Brandon says something. And she goes, no, I wasn't going to ask that. What's her GPA? And I'm just like, bitch.
Wait, I thought the one more question was, is she living with you?
Oh, she said, is she living with you? And then she says, do you know what her GPA is?
Does Andrea? I missed that part.
Yes, Andrea asks what her GPA is. Because it's good. Because Andrea's competitive.
Man.
Yeah.
Girls are mean.
Then Brandon gets really pushy. Girls are mean.
Boys are dumb. Don't get me wrong.
Boys are dumb, but
idiots.
girls are mean. I mean, we saw it at the slumber party.
I know.
There was mean girl energy at the slumber party.
Never play skeletons in the closet.
Never. Definitely not with Amanda Pracer. Okay, so then Brandon insists on going on a date with Carla, and she's like, I can't. He's like, what about this day? What about this day? I'm like, Brandon, take a hint.
Pushy. I don't like it.
I don't either.
He is predatory and very soft. It's like, you know when someone is really nice?
Charming.
But they're fucking annoying?
No, but they're charming.
Yeah.
It's to charm. It's like, but
they're like, I'm not going to let you have a reason to not like me. It's like, but they do all kinds of fucked up shit. Yes.
But also it's like, maybe not everyone fucks with everyone.
I think there are people who try to be so fucking nice that they're like, you can't be mean to me because all I'm being is nice. Even though the actions and the other stuff, their manners and all that. Like Brandon can say, I just want to take you out, right? But all of that is fucked up.
Well, and then Brandon is like she's clearly going through something and he's just insisting on her hanging out with him and insisting on like prying into her life.
I mean, it's only his address on paper. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't own any of that.
And she doesn't owe you anything.
Nothing.
He seems so entitled because she's using his address. It's like he thinks she owes him something.
Or that he could give her secret away. Which again, Andrea is being not secretive at all. She's discussing it openly in the newsroom.
Full volume.
And says,
in the newsroom. They could easily write down.
Where someone would have breaking news. That's literally the source, Andrea. That's literally the worst place to expose someone's secrets. I hate this episode.
Oh, I do too. I really don't like this episode. Okay, so then Carla takes Brandon to the rec center where everyone is tearing it up. They are dancing up a storm.
That dancing is out of control.
It's like full choreo. Like Allison Holker has choreographed that whole scene.
I was dying. Those 9 people are selling it.
They are dancers, honey.
Fucking selling it.
No, that was a choreographed routine. They brought in a choreographer for that.
And all those men, I think they're all choreographers.
Yeah.
Everyone in that. And the men are all in those silk shirts and denim, right? So that was the look. They nailed it. Those were the most normal looking people I've ever seen.
I agree.
From that era. But holy shit, if you want a laugh, get to that scene. I couldn't believe it. And everyone else with their red drinks. Did you notice that? Everyone's just drinking Kool-Aid watching. Holy shit.
Well, what's so funny is that later they give Brandon a character trait that he hates dancing. So it's
I remember that.
Yeah, so it's interesting that in this he dances with her.
Well, this is where he gets his fucking
I think
hatred.
so. And also I get it because he's also bad. He has inherited Cindy's bad dancing gene.
Wow, they really knocked the Walshes in 2 episodes back to back.
They did.
It's up to Jim and Brenda to save the team. So you think you can dance?
They're not saving any community centers with their dance moves, let me tell you.
Oh my God, this was the funniest thing ever.
It was so good.
I died.
Yeah, it's a good thing it's not a dance movie because, like I said, they would not be saving
They're dancing
anyone.
so hard though. They're like really.
It's so funny.
Oh my God.
Then she like takes him. He takes her home and she shows him the downtown skyline. He's like, I don't get downtown much, and I'm like, no one does. It's LA.
Have you ever been downtown?
Yeah, it's LA. Downtown is gross.
It's a horror show.
And they kiss, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the cousin or whatever is watching from the porch.
Creepy. Also, the kiss is so gross.
Loud.
Very mouthy, loud. Brandon's up.
I'm like, do they add sound effects.
Yes, on this show especially, because in the last episode when they're at the last scene in the slumber party when Brandon walks in, his boots, the Foley on those boots, it's so good. I have a ASMR for like Foley boots.
Yes.
Not boots from Foley's, but Foley boots.
Foley boots. Well, Foley's I closed down because I stole too many bras from them. So remember?
I forgot your deficit with them. But no,
I shut them down.
It's a smacky fucking kiss.
Oh, it's smack.
It's so good. She's loud too.
No, they're very loud kissers. Then we cut back to Jim and Cindy. They still don't have a headboard. Next day, they're talking about the party. No headboard.
Well, now they have 3 mouths to feed.
They do. Exactly.
They have Carla.
Then Brandon just shows up at Carla's to take her to breakfast. And Richard, the cousin, is there cock-blocking once again.
Mm-hmm. He brought apple quesadillas, which is not a thing.
Oh, I didn't even clock that.
Have you ever heard...
Apple quesadillas?
Never heard of it. There are breakfast quesadillas. There are fruit. I've had pineapple. No one on the face of the planet has ever served me an apple quesadilla.
Apple, okay. Yeah, Brandon, he's like trying way too hard.
He's making shit up. That doesn't exist. He made it at home. He was like, what in this kitchen can I make Spanish?
Exactly.
That's what he did.
Well, then we go back to the Peach Pit. He's talking to Steve, and Dylan comes in wearing the Loud shirt that he got from the catalog.
It's good.
It is good. I think I grabbed a picture of it. No worries if I didn't. I sent it to you in a hurry, Aaron. So if you didn't get it, no worries. But he's wearing a Loud shirt.
Mm-hmm. See,
there it is.
Great.
It does look good.
Look how good he looks.
His little tank top peeking out.
The color.
But as soon as he walked in, I go, that feels like more of a Steve shirt. And then Steve immediately says, I ordered that as well.
But Steve would fuck it up. He wouldn't wear it the same.
Yeah, no.
Like, look at the way Steve's wearing that shirt right now.
Just because Dylan's hot, man.
I mean,
Dylan's got swagger. Mm-hmm. That is the difference. No one else has swagger on the show the way Dylan does.
It's true. If I was a vampire, I'd let him slay me.
Oh, me too. Mm-hmm. 1,000,000%.
Look at me looking at him. Look, I just saw myself. Look at that old woman staring at him. Sorry, I'm all. He can slay me. Disgusting.
Okay, finally, it is party time. Okay.
Finally.
We've had the same scene from Brandon and Carla 10 times.
Fast forward, yeah.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, leave me alone.
None of your business.
Yeah, exactly. So Brandon gets there. It's party time. Cindy's getting everything ready with Anna, and who comes walking in? Carla. And she's like, he's like, I thought you had to work. And she's like, I am. I'm working the party. And Brandon's like, no. How embarrassing.
Like, on all kinds of levels.
Yes.
Why is it okay for Carla to work, or for Anna to work there, but not Carla?
Not Carla. And also, Carla brings up is it Cindy or Carla who brings up, you work at the Peach Pit, Brandon.
Yeah, which is objectively less cool.
Exactly. I think it's Cindy. Cindy's like, who cares? Because he goes in, he's like, Mom, Carla can't work this party. And Cindy's like, you work at the Peach Pit.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to be served by my friends. She's like, you serve your friends at the Peach Pit. He's like, that's a public establishment, not our home.
Listen, this is exactly what it looks like when Brandon acts like a Brenda. This is very Brenda behavior from start to finish.
It is.
Like, this whole party business is very Brenda.
It is. Creating a problem where there is not one.
Well, and that's only the beginning. He's all over the house. There's so many scenes in every room.
He is causing a problem.
Yes.
He's letting people know he does not like this. And then we hear, yeah, see, oh my God, yes. So then Brandon goes to pout in his room. Jim comes up in a teal cardigan.
Almost a vest.
And he's basically like, dude, this is my big client. Please just come down and host this party with me. So Brandon begrudgingly agrees.
Puts on a white sweater.
I
wore this to church, whatever Brandon was wearing.
Oh, I love
100%. That was my church outfit.
I love that. Okay, so then Brandon, though, my favorite line is, take me off the guest list.
Okay, yeah, move out of the house, you fucking priss.
Exactly. Fucking brat. Okay, so then Jim tells the girls who show up, Kelly and Donna and Brenda, they're all wearing their outfits. I think I grabbed a picture.
Who all look hot.
They all look great. They all look amazing.
But who looks the best?
Donna.
Thank you.
But look at this. This is not beachwear. Donna is the closest thing to beachwear. What Brenda's wearing is not beachwear.
It gets cold. That marine layer comes out. You get cold. You don't go for a run on the beach in the morning.
That is true.
You're at Malibu for sunset.
Also, I love here Jim tells the girls they look dope and foxy.
Yeah, foxy was a bit too far. He should have stopped it.
Inappropriate.
Yeah.
Inappropriate.
But yeah, Donna.
The old designer makes a gross comment about Carla.
Yeah.
And Steve and Dylan are like, it's a good thing Brandon didn't hear that.
Yeah, they don't put a stop to it.
No, they don't.
In fact, they keep it a secret.
They do. And also they were objectifying Carla as well.
Very true. Well, that's how Dylan rolls.
Yeah, Dylan just checks everyone out.
Yeah, hungry eyes.
Yeah, he does have hungry eyes. Okay, so then Brandon invites Carla upstairs and is like, hey, please don't be mad at me. I want to chat with you upstairs.
Okay, but how does he get her upstairs?
Oh, he goes, help me with I need to grab some chairs.
Out of?
My parents' bedroom.
Which was not true.
No, he lied.
He took her to his room.
Bedroom.
Where there are no chairs.
No chairs.
So
and closes the door.
Immediately, this is all pre-Me Too.
Yeah.
But she never should have gone.
Yeah.
She should have felt threatened.
Yeah.
She's at work, number one. So
yeah.
OSHA should definitely be involved.
Yes.
I thought all of these were red flags, violations. Like everything should have been. He is the problem.
He is such a problem. And then he closes the door and he starts trying to kiss her and she's like, "What are you doing? I'm at work." And he's like, "What's the problem?" It's he does not get it. He is being so inappropriate.
I love it. She lays a big kiss on him and goes, "Are you happy now?"
Yes.
Or what is she? Can I get back to work?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Oh, she's so good.
Yeah, she really is savvy.
She is, and she's smart. She's a bad bitch.
I like her.
And then Brandon's just pissed he's not getting his way. Cindy's taking a pic of the gang in all their cool chic Schneider fits. Chick Schneider,
because they've been promised to be put in the next catalog.
But look at how pouty Brandon looks. He's like, I just got rejected.
And here's the other thing. Chick does not look like a designer. That is Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
That is what that is wearing. None of that looks chic. He looks more like Brenda.
No, he does look more like Brenda. But also then Brandon overhears Chick talking about how he just opened a factory in Mexicali and he has some, access to cheap labor there. And Brandon does not like it and like puts his foot down and yells at Chick and is basically like, you should pay them more. That's
fair wages.
Yeah, fair wages.
I got to go to my job where they pay me a fair wage or some bullshit like that.
And that's where Jim comes out in his stern tone.
The Emmy submission. James Eckhouse, Emmy submission.
Yeah, he's like, Brandon, apologize right now.
Yeah, that's yours.
Yeah.
I feel like he has more walrus, like, Brandon, apologize right now. Like, he has this lower, what do you call this part? A waddle.
Oh, waddle.
Yeah, he has this waddle behind it. When do you apologize right now?
It's kind of out of nowhere. It's like 0 to 10.
Oh, it is 100. Yeah, from nowhere, out of left field. Which, if you're trying to make him apologize to correct for bad behavior, that behavior is equally like bad for business
and embarrassing.
To look like, here's my future business partner, but now I'm talking to you like this. Like that's insanity.
Yeah, no, it's insane. But then he just snaps back, and we don't hear that tone the rest of the episode.
The rest of the season, I don't think we hear it at all in season 1 ever again. But that was acting.
Yeah,
that was good.
Exactly, it was. Okay, so then Brenda talks some sense into Brandon. She's like, hey, I think there's more to the story, okay? To be honest, she's the only one who's she's sensing Carla. There's more going on. Brandon is such a fucking moron.
Well, listen, ever since she touched that Ouija board, Brenda has been sensitive.
She has. She's in the know.
There's signs.
There are signs.
That maybe not all of us see, but Brenda does.
So then after the party, Brandon confronts, because Richard, the weird guy, was parked outside all night.
Steve saw it, but Dylan saw it, but didn't say anything.
Yeah. Well, Dylan said something to Brenda or Brandon about it. To Brenda, I think.
But in real time.
Yeah, in real time.
Yeah.
And he still has not told Brenda about how Kelly came on to him.
Yeah.
Brandon then confronts Jim and Cindy, and Brandon's like, I've never felt this way about anyone. You have to tell me what's going on. And they're like, we can't. We never knew you, and Carla would be a thing. It's like Carla is so his type. How could you not know they were going to be a thing?
But doesn't he always fall hard? This is not his first time that he's like gone hardcore for some girl.
Exactly. That's what Brenda was giving him shit for in the room. She's like, everyone at school talks about how every girl you meet, you think she's your one true love.
But that's the case in this one. But this poor girl has only been there a week, and he knows she's there for like
protection.
Yes,
because of the gangs. He thinks.
Wow.
He thinks.
Even still. But even that, it's like she's in a vulnerable position.
No, exactly.
She's at work. She's in a vulnerable position. She's at school. All these opportunities.
Vulnerable because she's not supposed to be going to this district.
Well, she's not supposed to be subject to that pretty face and that good hair.
Yeah, exactly.
And have to keep telling it no all the time.
So Jim's like, talk to Anna. I mean, talk to Carla.
Habla con Carla.
Yeah.
Brandon, you need to habla con Carla.
Exactly. So Brandon goes to Carla's and Anna's there, and she's like, hey, Carla's gone, but you need to go talk to her. So then he goes to the park where she's at a birthday party.
Well, when she runs out of the party and fucking Anna's like, "Espérate, niño, let her go." Like, she says it in Spanish.
Oh, it's so good. Oh yeah, Carla did dramatically leave. Sorry guys,
It's fine.
I hate this episode.
It's a problematic episode.
There's a lot wrong with this episode.
If you're learning Spanish, maybe it's a good episode to watch because there's some new words you might learn.
Tapas.
There's tapas and there's adios. Brenda says adios.
Adios.
Time for me to adios. Did you catch that?
No.
She says it.
I love. Everyone has a little Spanglish.
Everyone
moment.
gets a moment.
Mm-hmm. So Brandon goes to the party and Carla basically says, I witnessed this horrific shooting. And she was basically in witness protection.
A bullet ricocheted into a toddler's face.
Yeah, I mean, it's like pretty dark.
And now she's literally, witness protection.
And Brandon's like, oh, that's why you weren't into me. And she's like, but now the killer confessed and now I can go back to Pomona.
Yeah, she's not from like anywhere exotic. Or even like, I don't even think Pomona is known for its huge like Latin population.
No, and I think we're supposed to know like she isn't. He put her in this box, this like East LA box.
Yeah,
she's not really in.
She's not. It's not West Side Story at all.
He's really feeding into some pretty harmful stereotypes.
Maria, it's none of that bullshit.
Yeah,
and then even still at the end. She's like, I'll just go home. And he's like, well, will I ever see you again? Like, he still exoticizes Pomona.
Yeah.
Which is just down the street.
Pomona is like 30 minutes away. It's where the Ren Fair is.
It's known for orange groves.
And Ren Fair.
Yeah, that's exactly. Like, I'll see you in October at the Ren Fair.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's like not that far. They could have continued seeing each other. But we know Carla is using it as an excuse because Brandon has been pushing himself on her this whole episode.
Well, and the writers did so many disservices this entire episode, but the number one disservice, and I didn't want to give it away, but they named this, right? You said East Side Story. They should have named it The Girl from Ipanema.
Oh.
Because that is funnier.
Yeah, it's so good.
And a better play on words.
It's really good.
I am having a silent round of applause in my head for
that
one.
Good.
Thank
I'll
you.
give it to you.
But yeah, the bitch is just from Pomona, which frankly, Pomona to Beverly Hills is not far enough for the witness relocation program.
Yeah, no, it's not.
They're going to find you.
They're going to find you. And also, well, she was like, if someone testifies, blah, 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 blah. But I also think it's not so far that they like wouldn't ever see each other again. You know?
The relationship is doable.
Yeah, it's
if it's
doable.
the love of his life.
Yeah, but
if he's willing to wreck her employment for it.
And he's never felt this way before. Brandon is a love bomber.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon is a fuckboy, I think. He's like, every week, he's like, oh, this new girl, I love her, so blah, 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 blah. And then once he gets her, he's like, okay, don't want your kid.
So, like, love bomb and fuckboy aren't the same thing, but sometimes they cross the same path.
Oh, I think they do a lot.
Yeah. Like a fuckboy will love bomb you.
Yes, a fuckboy will love bomb you. That's what makes him kind of a fuckboy. And that's how they lure you.
But okay, so, and Steve represents this all the time. He's very, he will trick.
Turn on the charm.
But it's clear he's trying to use it for like his advantage to get with a girl.
Yes.
Last episode was a great example of that. I feel like, and Brandon the whole time is like, oh, Steve, and he's so judgmental. Flash forward to the next episode. Here we are. He's leading a girl to his bedroom under false pretense, getting her to walk out of her job that she probably needs. All of these things.
Tried to get her to not work that. Maybe she needs that money.
He's such a Brenda.
And he's like, don't let her.
He really is.
Yeah. Look, here's the thing. They go their separate ways. And then it ended. They say goodbye. And then I'm like, is it going to end on this note? And then it goes back to school, and Kelly and Donna are wearing the same chick fit.
It's so good.
They're both wearing this like magenta
jacket. It's so good. Look how cute Donna looks.
I know, but also I love Kelly's pissed. Donna's like, ha ha ha.
Yeah, Donna looks great.
Donna looks better.
Waistline, better hair day.
Yeah, Donna looks Donna looks like she's just heading to Aspen for like a cute ski moment.
Or just got back. Look, even Kelly's like the way it's zipped is wrong.
Yeah.
Donna's is better.
No, Donna looks incredible.
Donna's way so she needs to eat. Oh, we forgot. But was this the episode where there were overalls?
Were there?
Donna was wearing overalls.
Oh, was she?
I think it might have been the last one.
Oh, maybe.
But yeah, there was an overall count.
I love overalls.
This was a very cute finish. I liked that was my favorite part.
But I did too. But Dylan also checks out the girl at the very end.
At the end.
So it's like Brenda, like.
So but Brenda has a comment for it, but it's as though they've resolved that looking issue without us. There's got to be a deleted scene or something where they talked about, hey, don't look at girls. Hey, that's just who I am.
Yeah.
That never happened.
Yeah, no,
right?
we never saw that.
Now he's just wandering eye.
Out of nowhere, he went from like obsessed with Brenda. Then we find out Kelly tried to get with him, and now he's just checking everyone out.
That was the first break in the chain, man.
It was. But my favorite part, ending, David calls
that was so killer.
who he thinks is MC Hammer.
Yes.
And it's Debbie Gibson.
I was thrilled.
Yes.
Yes, you got a photo. Okay, let's talk about her look.
And let's talk about the dog.
First of all, there's lots of similarities just in lifestyle. She basically has a Blair.
Oh, she does. Bangs and a Blair.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There's just slight differences, but this is basically you.
It is so Thank you for making me Debbie Gibson.
We just have to give you a landline, and this is it.
And just I'll cut my hair into a bob,
So,
and it's done.
I don't remember this at all, the cameo. So when I saw it, I was thrilled, and I loved that I wish that they just left it.
Them hanging up.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Because then, how the fuck does he just have? Does he realize he was talking to her?
I think so, and then he calls her back to see if she'll perform at the homecoming dance.
So is that who he's been calling the whole time?
Oh, maybe.
And she's like MC Hammer's office because it's really Debbie Gibson.
Oh, probably. I bet that's it. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that was an adorable nod.
That was so cute.
I thought that was great. That was the only good part of the episode.
I agree. I totally agree.
Other than Donna's chick outfit.
Yes.
Chick fit.
I loved the chick fit. Look, I'm going to give it 1 out of 5 mega burgers.
You're right.
You give a no?
This will be my first no mega burgers.
No, not 1.
This is bun only.
Bun only.
Uh-huh.
I'm giving it 1 just because of the Debbie Gibson cameo. But
I'd love to know how much they had to pay.
I know.
I'd love to know that.
Back then.
Yeah. Because that was a weird period for her because she was done.
Yeah.
There wasn't, like, Debbie Gibson wasn't hot then anymore.
Maybe they were able to get her
right?
pretty cheap. Yeah.
I'm wrong. Or was she like late 80s, very early 90s?
Yeah, very early. Well, this is 91.
Like Tiffany, though. Debbie Gibson and Tiffany were like colleagues.
Yeah, they were.
And by then, if you were Tiffany, people would like, who?
Who? Exactly. Yeah. But I still love it.
If that had been Tiffany, I would have given it 1 mega burger.
Okay.
Yeah. Skip it. But listen to this episode.
Yeah, but listen to this.
Listen
yes,
to us
if you haven't
hate
watched
on
it.
And you said 1?
I said 1.
Okay, all right.
In my mind, I was like, oh, it's like an Apple, like any other review where you can't not give, most places you can't not give 1 star.
Okay.
But you're giving it bun only.
Okay.
You're giving bun only. No,
I would
like
say
it.
Burger no bun, but that's like healthy for you.
No.
I want
this was
to
bun
be
only.
Useless carbs.
Yeah, look, I'll give it a 1, but like that's also considering I've given everything else like a 5.
But how sad is it that like arguably the worst episode we've seen so far is like Donna's best episode? Like
I know.
One of her better
she
ones.
Looks so good.
Did she have any lines in this episode?
Just the flautas.
Literally the tacos.
The tacos.
Man, they're mean.
Yeah, they're mean.
That's because they're flautas.
I
You
know.
dumb bitch.
You dumb learning disability.
Bird shit.
I know. But also I love the popcorn and the ice cream. It's like, oh, she has a learning disability.
She probably can't. She can't read the recipe right. I'm gonna try that tonight though.
Yeah, let's.
What
let's
do you
try
think?
It.
What flavor really fast? Just like vanilla.
I think vanilla. I think anything else
Like
there would
a
be
base
too
would
much
be
going
fucked
on.
up, right?
Yeah, and also she was eating vanilla in that.
It
picture.
looked vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, you guys. What did you think of this garbage episode? Look, some of them are glitter, some of them are garbage.
There you go.
Last one was glitter. This one is garbage.
Look at that. But don't get discouraged.
No, we've got a lot of good stuff coming down the pike.
Mm-hmm. Those bangs are just starting to.
Oh yeah, they're
even
just
out.
starting to grow. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. Rate and review if you're loving it. Thank you. We love you. We'll see you next time on Glitter and Garbage Into the Spellingverse. Bye.
Bye.